Let's talk about aloe. If there's any food or plant or herb on the planet that deserves the title superfood, it's hands down aloe vera. Aloe vera has been used extensively for thousands of years. It traces back to biblical times and ancient Egyptian times, and is also commonly used in traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, which are two ancient traditional forms of medicine that have been around for at least 5,000 years. Now, essentially, aloe vera is a tonic to the entire body. So it essentially promotes overall health, and it really does so by modulating our immune system. So while it has many other health benefits or properties such as beautifying the skin and hair, it helps get rid of inflammation in the body, it promotes digestive function, and in many other different benefits, it has one predominant function, and that is modulating or strengthening the immune system. So while we'll get into a few different specific benefits in this video, I want to talk to you about this primary action, which is its immunomodulating action or immunostrengthening action. So essentially it makes the immune system incredibly more intelligent, much more resilient, and stronger, in simpler words. To give you a quick overview on its nutritive qualities or its nutritional profile, it is highly rich in very rare and very important minerals like silicon and sulfur, which are very abundant minerals in the body that most people in the modern diet do not get enough of. And they have very important roles in detoxification, and they also have beautifying properties. So they're very important minerals that you definitely want to get into your diet on a regular basis, and aloe is a great way to do that. It also contains very important minerals for immune function, such as zinc and selenium. It contains chromium, which helps regulate our blood sugar. It also contains other important minerals such as magnesium and calcium. However, that's not all. It's rich in antioxidants such as vitamin A, C, and E. It contains some B vitamins. It's also an enzyme-rich food that contains lignans, essential fatty acids, and amino acids. It's highly, highly nutritious. However, more important than even these nutritive qualities is its medicinal properties. It's specifically rich in compounds or constituents known as polysaccharides, known as anthraquinones and glucomannanes. And there's a few specific polysaccharides that are present in aloe that give it its immunomodulatory or adaptogenic-like quality. And it is these specific polysaccharides that we will discuss that actually make aloe capable of targeting any sort of mutated or foreign DNA or cell in the body and essentially telling our immune system to kill it off, which give it its proclaimed anti-cancerous, antiviral, antipathogenic qualities. And although that aloe vera is a tonic to the entire body, meaning that it essentially has an endless list of health benefits in relation to the human body and human health, I want to point out 4 specific areas which aloe vera really helps strengthen, support, and heal to promote overall total body health. And that is its positive effects on the immune system, its detoxification properties, especially its ability to help the liver, which is a primary detoxification organ. I want to talk to you about its benefits on the skin, and lastly, its tonifying and soothing benefits on the digestive tract. And by discussing these 4 areas, we'll really be able to pull in all of aloe vera's greatest health attributes and qualities. So starting off with perhaps the most simple and common benefit of aloe vera is its therapeutic benefits on the skin. Now, aloe vera is perhaps one of the most commonly used herbs on the planet. It's popular in commercial industries, in holistic health, and even traditional forms of medicine. So it's being used all over the world in almost every different sort of lifestyle in some fashion or another. So whether you're somebody who studies traditional Chinese medicine or you've just picked up your herbs at a local market, you've probably seen aloe vera at some point in your life. I know for myself as a kid, my mom used to have aloe vera gel, which probably contained a very small amount of aloe vera. Nevertheless, it contained aloe vera, and even as a small child, I associated aloe vera with an ability to take away the pain and inflammation from sunburn. However, I want to discuss with you that idea a bit deeper and get into the actual science behind aloe vera's anti-inflammatory or sort of pain-relieving benefits. So how aloe vera works to soothe pain, especially associated with sunburn or any sort of physical trauma or thermogenic inflammation or stress to the skin, is due to its polysaccharide content. It contains 2 primary constituents that act as a natural sort of pain reliever or painkiller, and that is a polysaccharide known as anthraquinone and salicylic acid. And salicylic acid is common in acne sort of ointments, and it really works to help bring down surface level inflammation, so any sort of physical inflammation on the external part of the body. So if you've ever applied aloe vera gel to a sunburn or to a wound or just to your face, you'll feel this instantly, and this has a lot to do with that salicylic acid, which is going to bring down or alleviate pain while also reducing inflammation. However, aloe is also rich in sulfur, gibberellin, glycolic and growth hormone, which actually helps your body stimulate the regenerative process. So in other words, it's going to actually tell your body to produce more growth hormone and regenerate tissue and promote wound healing, in other words. So it has a very therapeutic healing property as well. So it's working in two fashions: alleviating pain, bringing down inflammation, while promoting collagen synthesis and the regeneration of the skin, basically. So this is what makes it such a therapeutic medicine for the skin, especially in relation to inflammatory issues of the skin, whether that be sunburn, a cut, a wound, acne, or even eczema and psoriasis, which are essentially just inflammatory skin issues. However, you can also take aloe internally and reap many beautifying properties for your skin. A lot of the polysaccharides in aloe vera are prebiotic constituents that feed healthy gut microflora, which essentially have a large role in regulating your inflammatory responses on an internal level. So by consuming aloe vera internally, you're taking in these prebiotic polysaccharides, these healthy long-chain sugars that your friendly microflora in your gut start to eat up and then proliferate, essentially building up a greater immune system that is thriving with healthy probiotic bacteria, which is going to affect your immune system because your bacteria in your body make up 80% of your immune system and have a large role in regulating inflammation. So in simpler words, or to summarize, healthy gut microbiome equals lower levels of inflammation and therefore healthier skin, especially if you're dealing with inflammatory skin issues, as I just mentioned. And lastly, on the topic of skin, aloe vera, because of its ability to modulate the immune system, especially modulate your gut microbiome, it is also well known as an antiviral or antibacterial or antimicrobial agent. And it does this by building up your probiotic bacteria, which in very simple terms are going to outnumber those bad bacteria. And this also works on an external level. By applying aloe vera gel to the surface of your skin, you will rearrange or modulate the microbiome on your external skin. So it's working both internally and externally. Aloe vera is also an anti-inflammatory. It's known to inhibit cyclooxygenase, which is going to reduce the effects of inflammation, specifically pain and swelling related. Now, looking at its detoxification properties, we find that aloe vera can actually promote the production of glutathione in the liver. Glutathione is both a master antioxidant, which means that it protects the body from the damages of oxidative stress, but it also has powerful detoxification qualities and the ability to promote more white blood cells. So it's going to improve our immune function as well. And this is important for a very simple reason. If your body is accumulating toxicity, too much for the liver to be able to handle, then we have a constant sort of autoimmune-like reaction. So our immune system is constantly trying to fire off immune cells to handle this toxic burden. And it's also going to cause massive inflammation or chronic inflammation all the time. So by promoting the secretion of glutathione, we're going to help the liver detoxify more efficiently. Lastly, and perhaps the most predominant function of aloe vera, as I mentioned, is its ability to modulate the immune system. And this has everything to do with the polysaccharide content, specifically the glucomannan that we find in aloe vera. It contains a very special polysaccharide known as ace-mannan, which actually stimulates the immune system to produce more macrophages. And macrophages are, in simple words, white blood cells. They're immune cells. However, ace-mannan also helps stimulate the production of interleukin and interferon, which are our body's natural germ killers. They're secreted by the liver, and they're basically our body's internal germ killer. It's what makes aloe vera capable of targeting pathogens, viruses, harmful funguses, mutated cells and DNA, and essentially destroying them on a cellular level. So in the most basic sense, it's making your immune system much more intelligent and capable of destroying, even in some cases, resistant strains of viruses, bacteria, and other parasites. Looking into aloe vera's ability to promote digestive health, which is is one of its primary functions and is strongly connected to its immunomodulating benefits because our colon houses much of the bacteria in our body that make up our immune system. We find that, again, the polysaccharide content have very incredible therapeutic properties. Aloe vera contains a unique polysaccharide known as mannose that can actually eradicate unfriendly yeast in the colon, making it really great for issues like candida yeast overgrowth. And as I already mentioned earlier, aloe vera is a prebiotic food, which means that it feeds and encourages the growth of the probiotic bacteria already in our body and throughout our intestinal tract. You'll find that if you slice open an aloe vera leaf, that it has a very gelatinous, mucilagid sort of quality to it. And what we find when we consume this gelatinous sort of gel, where all the polysaccharides are, is it goes through our intestinal tract and coats it with an otherwise healthy mucus that actually creates the exact ideal breeding ground or biofilm for our probiotic bacteria to live and thrive in. And lastly, as we learned earlier, aloe vera is a potent anti-inflammatory. So meaning when you do consume it internally, not only is it providing that perfect breeding ground for a healthy mucosal lining in your intestinal tract, for the growth of healthy bacteria, but it's also going to act specifically as an anti-inflammatory substance, which will help with any sort of inflammatory digestive disorder, such as inflammatory bowel disease or ulcerative colitis. So these are, in my opinion, the most incredible, impressive benefits of aloe vera. It is these qualities alone that I consume this on a daily basis. So now some quick tips on how to consume this. Your best bet is to get the whole fresh leaf. Now there are still some high quality supplements on the market. If you can get a non-pasteurized, non-heated aloe vera juice or gel or an organic powder extract, then you can definitely use that if you can't get your hands on the fresh stuff. However, because a lot of them are pasteurized or high heated or processed in some way, sometimes it loses a lot of the enzymes or other medicinal qualities. So your best bet is definitely just get the raw, whole, organic leaf. And as far as consuming it and using it goes, the best way I found to do this is slice it in half, spoon out that inner fillet, that gelatinous sort of mucousy gel meat, add it to a smoothie or just eat it as is. I like to just add it to my daily smoothie because it's a great way to really enjoy it in terms of flavor. And then once I've done that, I just take the outer leaf and I rub the inner part of it where there's still a little bit of gel just essentially all over my whole body, all over my face, my body, my hair. And I just let that go to work, acting as a natural enzymatic peel. It's something that's gonna reset your pH balance on your skin and scalp in a more favorable level. It's gonna act as an antimicrobial, antifungal, external topical, and it just makes you feel really good. So the proof's really in the pudding. Just rub some of it on your skin and you'll know. And definitely use it on a daily basis if you can. A little bit goes a long way. It's not really that hard to use, and you can find it in most grocery stores. If you have a Whole Foods near you, they always usually sell that there, but you can typically go into any sort of local market and ask the produce manager to get it in stock if they don't have it already. So if you liked this video and you found it helpful, definitely give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and check me out on Instagram at NixFit or my blog nixfit.com.